let's get started. So what I need you guys to do, if you didn't hear me before, and I sent a lot of emails and reminders, is that I want you guys to print. So right above this video is a link to a PDF. I want you to print that, or I just want you to have a pen and paper, okay? That's just as good. Pen and paper is just as good. But what we're going to do in this workshop is we are going to literally create your Wildly Alive plan. And, you can either take it and do it solo, or I'm going to be introducing you to a brand new premium coaching program that I just created, which is going to be really cool. Okay, so I want to let you guys know that I am feeling a little under the weather. So usually on these things I really try to bring like a ton of energy, but I'm going to like scale back just a little bit, and I'll probably be forced to because I'm a little sick. And it is like full-on flu, but here's the great news, is I have this like protocol that I've been doing, and maybe I'll put it in the comments when I'm done, this protocol that I've been doing, like supplements and essential oils and apple cider vinegar and a few other things that I've just like been taking shots of this pretty nasty but really nutrient-dense drink, and it's like making me feel pretty normal. I'm feeling obviously some flu symptoms like achy and things like that, and a headache, little stuffy, but I am like really impressed with my protocol, really impressed, because I totally bumped it up because I knew that this was going on, and it's working. I don't feel 100%, I would say I feel 70%, which 70% while you have the flu, I think is pretty dang good. So yeah, I'm feeling really excited about that, that I finally found something. Is this the place, Karen? Yes, this is the place. Hopefully this is the place. So, yeah, so I might not have a ton of energy, and I might kind of scale back a little bit, but usually if you're new to me, or you're not new to me, you know that, like, I usually bring a ton of energies to these things. But I'm gonna, like, try to breathe a little bit more through it and slow myself down so I don't get off feeling completely exhausted. Okay, so again, for the last few of you that joined, please either print the PDF, which is right here on the screen. So print that PDF or have a pen and paper ready. Try not to let perfectionist Helga come in and say, I have to have it printed or it's not worth it. Just get out a pen and paper, okay? So let me tell you a little bit about this worksheet, and I'll give you prompts on when we start actually filling it out. I'm going to put this microphone on. I wasn't going to, but I'm wearing a shirt where I think it will be better. Okay. So I'll prompt you on when we get to certain points where you need to start filling it out, but we're really going to just start creating your Wildly Alive plan. And then at the bottom, on the second page, you see light bulb moments. That's where I want you to really post your like ahas. Of like, oh my gosh, yeah, that was a big thing for me. Okay, I need to go, hold on. My incense is overwhelming me right now. Okay, sorry. Did you see that I have my leopard pants on for you guys today? I got my leopard pants on. Things are getting a little rowdy up in here. Okay, so let's get started. So I do have some notes here, so if you see me looking down, I'm looking down at my notes. I just don't want to forget some things or just some talking points that I want to make sure that I get to. So just going to be totally transparent on what's going on my side of the screen here. So I'm going to move this over so I can see the comments come in. Oh yeah, so that's the other thing with the light bulb moments. I want you to post those in the comments. I want to hear your light bulb moments. I want this to be a little bit more of a conversation where you're posting questions and you're posting your aha moments and things like that. So it can be a conversation and me not just talking at you. Okay, like that's what's so beautiful about these lives is we can communicate and talk and connect, which human connection is being lost in our society so much. And if you've been on my email list for a while, you know that it's something that I've been craving tremendously. And this new program that I'm going to tell you about really is a lot of human connection, and I'm really excited about it. Okay, so let's get started here. So oh, this is the problem. There we go. Okay, I am so happy you guys are here. I am giving you all a big virtual hug, and I hope that you can really, really feel that, because you coming here and carving out the time is saying that I'm worthy and I deserve it, and I absolutely believe that too. So I think you should be really, really proud of yourself. You deserve this time. So it would be ideal for you to really just shut down the phone. You might be on your phone. But, shut off the notifications, or try to really just give yourself this time. It will be about an hour. I'm going to really try to stick to an hour. And just try to be present here with me more than anything. Let me just fix something. I can't see my notes completely, which I do not like. So I'm going to make this a little smaller. Okay, hold on. So yeah, while I'm doing this, you should shut down the tabs, all those tabs, mind snacking as we call it in my programs, mind snacking. So try to shut those down. Let's limit the mind snacking, limit the feeding into the ADD. Right? So bad. So bad. Turn your phone on silent if you're not on your phone right now. Hey Marie, oh, I'm sorry that you are not feeling well. I have just kind of thrown up my hands and said, I have a toddler, so I'm going to get sick more often than I'd like. All it's going to make me do is really pump up my self-care, which I have. So that's the blessing in it all. Okay. So I'm excited to hear your questions in the comments and your light bulb moments. I want to just remind you about that again. So, getting really confused here. Okay, so I wanted to tell you guys about my wildly alive weight loss story. Some of you may know it and some of you may not, so I'll make it the quick and dirty version because it really proves what I'm teaching tonight and how it's really possible more than anything. I didn't struggle with my weight per se when I was younger, but I definitely had body image issues. And out of high school, I gained about 30 pounds and I had no idea what to do, so I did what everybody thinks that we need to do when we're trying to lose weight, and I started dieting. And I tried everything. I mean, I was addicted to diets, either diets, cleanses, exercise programs, you name it. I was obsessed. I wouldn't stop. I would always have one after another, after another, after another. I felt like if I didn't have one that I was focusing on, then I was a failure, that I was gonna gain all kinds of weight or whatever. So after 2 years of that, diet pills, all that nasty stuff, nothing was working. Nothing. The weight was not budging. And I was like really adamant about following these things. And I saw this commercial for personal training school, and it said, do you love to be in the gym? And I was at that point kind of an exercise freak, and I was like, well, I'm already in the gym all the time anyway, so I might as well get paid for it. So I called the advisor and I signed up for personal training school that day. And I signed up to lose weight. I could have really cared less if I was going to be a personal trainer. I was so desperate in losing the weight. You have no idea. So I threw down 15 grand to lose weight. It just sounds absolutely ridiculous and crazy, and it was. But it was kind of a blessing in disguise because I wasn't healthy as a child at all. I was not taught the importance of taking care of yourself. And so through personal training school, I really learned all of those things. And I started my business and I found my passion, which was health and fitness and things like that. So I started my in-home personal training business, which is in 2006. I would go in home. And even though I would tell my clients that I love my new healthy and fit body, the truth was I felt like a fraud because I still didn't feel like I was good enough. Through personal training school, I had lost majority of the weight, but not all of it, and the perfectionist in me was trying to just do more work. So, something that happened next was pretty surprising for me, but I hold a lot of my weight in my hips. And so I thought that if I got a boob job, that I would be proportionate and then I would be happy. So I did it. I found a good surgeon. I got a breast augmentation because I thought that that's what would make me happy. I was looking externally for my happiness, and I got out of surgery and I'm like, okay, I can't be upset or I can't be dissatisfied with my body now because, you know, I got a boob job. Like I'm proportionate. I'm a curvy trainer. That's what I kept on saying to myself, is I'm a curvy trainer. And threw down another $8,000 to find happiness in my body, and it didn't work. Surprise, surprise. I remember the day I was going out with a few girlfriends, and I had tried everything on in my closet. It was about 3 months after surgery, and everything made me look fat. And so I was still stuck, and I didn't know what to do, and I fell to my knees, and I was completely frustrated, and I cried, and I was like, what is going to give? What is going to give? Nothing makes me happy. I am never satisfied. What is going to give? So I kind of just gave up, honestly, and it's not like I gave up and just binged my life away, but I kind of just said, this dieting thing is not working. So I don't know what is, but there has to be an easier way. And what happened is I met my husband, my now husband, Zach, and I don't like to say that Zach saved me because he didn't save me, but what Zach did is he showed me what living was again. You see, Zach is way different than me. I was like your checklist, type A. If I could have had my whole life planned out on paper, then I would do that. I didn't know what spontaneity was. I was to the gym at this time. I was just very regimented, and I didn't have very much fun. Let's be honest. And he was like the opposite. Everything was about fun. Everything is about fun. He is the epitome of a liver. He always wants to get his adrenaline going. He always wants to have fun. And I, at that point, was like, let's do it, because I had not been living my life at all for the last few years. I had just been so obsessed and consumed with trying to lose weight. And so I did things that I've never done before. I went camping and hiking and mountain biking and skiing and motorcycle riding and relaxing. I never relaxed, ever. I always had like 2 or 3 jobs and went to school full time since I was 14 years old. I was a go person. I was alive, and I had never felt so free in all of my life. So what does this have to do with weight loss? When I realized I was having so much fun, instead of being lost in my head, I no longer saw food as the enemy. I started to heal my relationship with food. It was no longer something that I disciplined myself with or that I rewarded myself with. I lost any extra weight I was carrying around, and I found deep compassion and love for my body, including my cellulite, which was the source of pain and shame for a very long time, that damn cellulite. And I found ways to embrace it. Actually, living in my life transformed my relationship with food and my body. I no longer had the desire to eat off a meal plan. I ate when I was hungry, and to my surprise, I actually liked healthy food most of the time. When I ate, I actually enjoyed it. I didn't scarf it down. I stopped eating when I was full, not when the plate was empty, which was huge for me. I lost my cravings for high sugary and salty foods because I was feeding that excitement and that joy with my life and with experiences, not with the food, right? Because salty and sugary food sounds fun, right? It sounds exciting, sounds a little naughty. I started embracing my imperfections, and I realized how much my body did do for me. I freed my perfectionist mindset and my abusive thoughts. So, as you can see, I was so satisfied with my life that I didn't look for the happiness in the cookies. And that's how Wildly Alive weight loss, honestly, came into fruition. That's how it got here. And that's what I'm going to be teaching you today, is showing you how to kind of create this plan for yourself. And that's my goal with all of you. If you decide to have me as your coach or not, I want you to realize that dieting is not the answer and that this can be easy and it can be fun, and it doesn't have to be the struggle or the grit or the like hard work, the willpower that so many people are making you think that that's the only way to do it. It can be easy. It really can. You have no idea how many women work with me and say, I cannot believe how easy this is. Okay, so here is my promise to you as we kind of go through here, is I'm going to show you my exact method on losing weight and keeping it off for good, which took me years to master, and a lot of agony and pain, and to learn how to stop letting our weight determine if we're going to have a good day, or if we're going to feel good about ourselves, or if we're good people. We're giving our weight way too much power. This is about getting off the emotional roller coaster and stop reaching for the food so you can find happiness, fulfillment, and excitement, and really start feeling those things in your life. This is about finding your ideal weight, not about willpower, forcing, or controlling your way into your 20-year-old body or your pre-baby body. This is about finding your ideal, realistic body in this phase of your life, okay? There are plenty of other weight loss programs out there that's all about restriction, incessantly counting, and drilling your body in the ground, and I'm telling you this is not it. So if that is something you still want to prescribe to, which I think most of you don't, then this isn't the workshop for you. I did all of those things and it killed me, and once I found the easier way, I obviously turned it into a business because I wanted to share it with so many women. The biggest thing that I figured out from doing all of those crazy extremes is that it's not worth it. I remember a time when I was trying to train for a fitness competition because I thought it would be so cool to get my body to look that perfect. And I remember I was sitting in my apartment and I was eating boiled chicken and broccoli and a protein shake while texting all of my friends and telling them I cannot come out with them that night and go and have appetizers and wine because I was training for a fitness competition. And that's when I kind of threw my hands up and I said, this is not worth it. This is not worth it. I want to be able to go out with my friends. I want to be able to have ice cream once in a while. I want to be able to drink wine and laugh until my face hurts. I want to be able to exercise outside the gym and connect with nature. I knew that there had to be another way. So again, before we move on, I want to make sure I'm clear about this ideal weight thing. Is that this is about finding your ideal weight in this phase of your life. I had a baby, a year and a half ago, and my body looks a lot different than how it did before I had him, and it will look a lot different with future pregnancies, and I'm okay with that. As long as I'm living a healthy lifestyle and loving my body in the process, I'm cool with that, and I want that to be cool with you too. This is not a quick fix. This is a lifestyle makeover, so we can really get you to, yes, release extra fat off of your body that isn't necessary, but also find a way of living that just feels really good. So then the weight stays off forever. If you make it super restrictive and crazy, you're not going to stick with it, and you're going to be miserable, and honestly, you're going to be bitchy, because I was for years. Okay, so let's get started. Weight determining if you'll have a good day. That's your light bulb moment. I like how you use the light bulb emoticon. That was great. Ulrika, am I saying that right? Sorry, I don't want to mess up your name, but I think that that's brilliant. So any sort of light bulb moments that you guys just had, post them. Like, again, I want this to be a conversation. Okay, here we go. Creating your wildly alive weight loss plan. So you need goals around these 4 lifestyle pillars to create lasting weight loss success, okay? So you keep the weight off forever, right? Okay, Marie, have fun at your kickboxing. So movement, nutrition, which That's what most programs cover, right? But also two very, very important factors that a lot of programs are missing is lifestyle and, most importantly, mindset. So important for you to be working on your mindset through this process, because if you think this is going to be hard and this is going to be struggle and that you might gain the weight back, then that's exactly what you're going to create in your life. So you've got to really work on the mindset as well. Okay, so next. Now this is where that worksheet starts to come into play. So I want you guys to whip out that worksheet or have your pen and paper ready. So here are, okay, wait, that one, those 4, yeah, you write those down too. Okay, so make sure you write those down. Movement, nutrition, lifestyle, and mindset at the top of the paper. Okay, so here are some examples of movement goals. So you want to create a baseline weekly movement goal. And with this program, with this new program, it's called Immersion. So it's a high-end coaching program. I'm just going to start calling it Immersion, okay? So with Immersion, we have a full 60-minute class on movement, just to really set up your Wildly Alive movement plan, we call it. I'm gonna put a cough drop in really quick. Not a lot of light bulb moments for you guys yet, huh? I want to refresh here. See. Yeah, Deidre, this recording will stay up. Okay, don't forget to post your light bulb moments, guys. So your baseline weekly movement goal. So baseline is basically the bare minimum. And here's the key with the bare minimum, is you need to make it eye-rolling easy. So often when we make movement plans or exercise regimens, we're working out like maybe 1 time a week and we say we want to work out 6 days a week. Do you see how you're setting yourself up for failure there? I love your ambition, don't get me wrong, but you're really setting yourself up to fail. So the baseline is the bare minimum. So 3 times a week for 15 minutes, 3 times a week for 20 minutes, 4 times a week for 30 minutes. So you have to look at how you're moving now and what is a little step above that, okay? A little step above that, because when you make it eye-rolling easy, you get it done, you achieve it. When you achieve a goal, you build your self-confidence and you keep going. Now, if you do more than your baseline, you can do that. That's easy. Or that's bonus. That's a bonus. So then you're like even building your own self-esteem even more. And you're feeling more and more confident in yourself. So set those goals low, most importantly. And here's the biggest thing about Wildly Alive Weight Loss, is making it fun. Make it fun. Now, in the Immersion program, you get Wildly Alive workout videos, which if any of you have done my workout videos, we dance, we say affirmations, I'm like in my bare feet, like there's no excuses, and it's a lot of fun. I really just try to make it a lot of fun. And so I want you to explore ways of moving that make you feel good. Is it volleyball? Is it snowshoeing? Is it skiing? Is it biking? Is it walking? Walking is great too. I want you to really explore that and get out of this idea that you need to burn as many calories in the shortest amount of time. Movement is about giving your body a gift, giving yourself a gift, and so that's how I want you to start looking at it. It's about fun, it's about enjoyment, it's about nourishment. It's not about weight loss. Just really lose that idea. It's not about weight loss, because when you tie it into weight loss, then you choose ways of moving that suck and you don't stick with it. If you look at it like nourishment and like fun, dancing around your living room for 15 minutes to your favorite album, like how great is that? And you're absolutely burning calories and it totally counts. And when you have fun while you move more. That's the beautiful thing about it. Amy loves her daily nature walks. Yes, totally, totally counts. You do not need to see the white light. You do not need to sweat and scream for it to be worth it. It can be a relaxing walk. Okay, Nutrition. Create a small nutrition goal for the week. So here are some examples. Eat breakfast 4 times this week. So if you don't eat breakfast, or maybe only get to breakfast twice a week, this is a good goal for you. Pack healthy snacks and actually eat them. So maybe keep them out on your desk or have reminders or sticky notes, and remind yourself that when you consistently eat and you eat healthy snacks, your energy levels stay the same. It's not like you're like going like this, right? And you have more energy, you feel more clear-headed, you don't crash. So maybe your sticky note is saying something like, have energy all day long and eat your apple and nuts, or something like that, you know? Drink 3 water bottles full of water each day. So maybe you have a water bottle with a straw, because when you have a water bottle with a straw, you eat or you drink more. And maybe you put a sticky note on it that says, when you drink me, I have more confidence. You know the things that you want to feel, so draw on those emotions to get you to achieve your goals, right? Not drink me. Bossing yourself around doesn't usually work, because your inner rebel, Helga, will say, don't tell me what to do. And you'll resist it. It's like a mom telling their kid to eat vegetables. Do something inspiring. This is about a self-loving approach to weight loss, not being mean to yourself, okay? Okay, how to make nutrition fun. This one's tough, for sure, how to make nutrition fun. But, you know, I'm all about, like, making the grocery store your best friend. Getting excited to go to the grocery store, getting excited to educate yourself, things like that. Knowing that food is your friend, and that food makes you show up to be the woman that you really are, the wife, the mom, the sister, the employee, the whatever. Like, food makes you show up and be the person that you really want to be. That's what food does for you. It's not something that just makes you fat. It's not something that you need to limit to the bare minimum so you lose weight. It is your friend. And so really being thankful and grateful as you're eating and enjoying that process. Maybe you enjoy cooking. I don't, but maybe you do. And so you can make it fun. I don't enjoy cooking, but I try to make it fun. Like, I like candles, or I have some essential oils going. I'll diffuse some really good, yummy essential oils. I'll either watch my favorite show while I'm cooking, or I'll listen to my favorite Pandora station. I'll light some candles. I'll dim the lights. Like, I'll try to make it enjoyable, even though being in the kitchen is not my favorite place. But I know that food is nourishment, and going out to eat does not serve me, doesn't serve you either most of the time. So I've had to find ways to make nutrition fun. Get creative, get Pinterest boards, find new fun recipes, new fun snacks. You can make this fun, okay? And in the immersion program, we're constantly, with each class, brainstorming together how to make each goal fun. Because if it's fun, you will do it more often. It feels good. You're going to wake up one day and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I have lost weight and it's been so fun. This has been such a fun process. And that's my goal for every single one of you. Okay, lifestyle examples. Create a small lifestyle example for the week. So here are some examples. I FaceTime with friends out of town to cook with. Oh, that's awesome, Berlene. I love that. Food makes you the person you want to be. Love that light bulb moment. Light bulb moment. Movement is nourishment for your body and soul, not about weight loss. Yeah, buddy. I love that. So true. Thank you for highlighting that. Okay, so here are some examples. Go to bed by 10 p.m. 3 times this week. If you are always tired, I really want you to start looking at your nighttime routine. I know how hard this is, but you guys have got to get off the screens. I get it. I run an online business. Like, I totally get it. But it keeps you up and it distracts you and it kicks up emotions and it kicks up stress and all of those things. Really having a nice relaxing routine, an hour before bed, cutting off the screen time, stretching, taking a bath, connecting with yourself, journaling, getting into your bed and getting all cozy, You know, like that is really what's gonna create a peaceful night's sleep. And ideally, trying to get to bed before 10 p.m. is the best optimal time to be sleeping. That's when our body is designed to sleep. So if you don't do that, 3 times a week is a good goal. Set my vitamins on the counter so I actually take them. That's what I do. Out of sight, out of mind, guys. You gotta keep it, like I have my strip of vitamins because I put them in a little container. They're always out because I will forget them. When stressed, listen to a 1-minute meditation on my meditation app. So these are all lifestyle things. So you're really cushioning your life to be healthy. So then weight loss, not only, and being healthy is sustainable, but again, it becomes so much easier. When you do a diet or a crazy exercise program, everything outside of that plan is working against you, because that is completely unrealistic. Okay? So we have got to work on your lifestyle in conjunction with the movement and the exercise, so then it becomes easier. All right? Okay, so ideas on how to make lifestyle stuff fun. Sleep-wise, making your, and this is one class that we have a sleep class in the immersion program, making your bedroom a sanctuary. It took me a good year to really kind of remodel my room because I didn't have a huge budget to just do like this big old makeover, but over a year I just slowly upgraded things in my bedroom to make my bedroom a sanctuary. And that was really fun for me. And now I go into my bedroom and I love my bedroom. It is a place where I relax and is calm and is for connection with my husband. It's a good feeling place. So that was fun. When stressed, so another great stress management technique is dancing. Listening to some good music can always make it fun this way. Always have a playlist or a Pandora station or something that is like of your favorite music. Because whenever you're feeling yourself get stressed out or get depressed or anything like that, you can always resort to that playlist to help kick your mood up. You know, you have to have songs on there that even if you're in a grumpy mood, you can't help but to tap your foot to. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Any ideas? Let's see. I go to bed at 10 p.m. except for the night on call. I go to bed at 11. Good, great. Oh, was meditation spelled wrong? Meditatin? Okay. Okay, great. Okay, mindset. Create a small mindset goal for the week. Now, this is the key with mindset, guys, is if you're constantly sabotaging yourself, if you always set goals and you never follow through on them, if you always like reach a certain weight loss point, like a lot of the times clients will say, I can always lose 30 pounds. And then after that, I always gain it back. There's a mindset issue right there. There's something around that 30 pounds, and it's probably like just what I said. Every time I try to lose weight, I lose 30 pounds, and then I can never get past that mark. You have got to work on the mindset. Your mindset is the most powerful muscle in your body. This is the last class example, but honestly, it should be the first, because if you're not working on your mindset, then all the other things will slowly dissipate, and you'll start to revert back to old behaviors. Okay? I'm definitely not going to make this in an hour, just to let you guys know. But we did kind of get started like 15 minutes late. So if I'm technical, I still might hit the hour. Okay, so mindset goals. Dance around the living room when feeling grumpy. Oh, I already used that as a fun example. But it's a good mindset one because, yeah, if you're stressed or depressed, that's a mindset issue. When Helga gets loud, snap my fingers and say, I'm not listening to you. So something really cool about like touching yourself, like touching your leg or touching your stomach or snapping your fingers. It's a part of the neuro-linguistic programming technique, and it helps kind of wire your brain and your body to like shift on the direction that you want. So if you recognize Helga is telling you you don't need to exercise, you worked so hard that week, you can just sit on the couch and indulge in 5 hours of TV, do something like put your hand on your heart or your hand on your belly and say, I deserve to feel good, and movement makes me feel good. Or saying, I'm not listening to you, Helga, you're full of it. I'm in control, right? If starting to emotionally eat, I ask myself what I'm really hungry for. Meaning, when you keep reaching for the sugar or the salt or whatever at night, that's emotional eating. And there's probably a void there that you're trying to fill with the food. And so, obviously we have an emotional eating class within the immersion program as well, but for just to get your mind turning on this is there, like putting your hand on your heart and saying, what am I really hungry for? Maybe you're hungry for connection or for comfort or for, companionship. And then you can try to figure out how to find those things without somebody else. That's the big thing. So maybe it's going into your bed and, again, like lighting some candles. And I feel a lot of comfort when I go into my comfy bed and I curl myself up in my blankets. Or taking a warm bath and sending lots of love into that bath. And I can give myself love in that moment. I don't need anybody. And yeah, it is nice sometimes if the dogs are around or Zach or Wyatt is around, but I don't want to have to rely on them to emotionally feed me. I can do it myself. This is the biggest thing, guys. You do not need anybody else to thrive. You are equipped with everything you need to make this life incredible. When people come in, those are like little bonuses. And so that's the biggest thing is we give all of our power away and we say, my dad is the only one who can boost my self-esteem when he tells me I'm doing a good job. Or the scale is the only thing that's going to make me feel like I'm worthy of the husband. Or, yeah, my husband is the only one that's going to make me feel sexy in my body. No. Stop giving all your power away. You need to learn how to build your own self-esteem and to build your own confidence. And you have everything you need within you to thrive. Everything. You don't need a say from your mom, your dad, a man, a child, whomever. The scale. All right? So, making it fun. Okay. Let me just see. So, Nicole, what vitamins do you recommend? It's kind of a loaded question for this thing. Rainbow Light is the best over-the-counter. Really, there's a lot of direct sales companies that have really high-quality vitamins. The grocery store, Rainbow Light seems to be the best. We do have a whole class on that in immersion. If you're interested in that, I know you're doing the experience right now, so it might be a good segue. I need to shut down myself when I'm stressed. I've been stressed constantly and deadlines and life. Bad habit. Yeah, so shutting down. What do you mean by shutting down exactly? Like you hide away? You turn on the TV? You turn on Facebook? I need to make time for self-care. Yep, exactly. Harley can relate to you too. I don't even know how to take care of myself. We're starting here, guys. Small baby steps, right? Baby steps in these areas. That's what it's about. It's not like a all or none. Okay, how to make mindset fun. So, let's see. You can create a sticky note of things that you can do when you're feeling when you feel like you want to emotionally eat. And some of those things can be really fun, like calling your girlfriend and having your girlfriend that makes you laugh. Maybe it's watching some funny home videos. You know what I'm saying? Like videos on your phone. Something that's going to make you feel good. Maybe it is dancing around your living room. When Helga gets loud, snap my fingers and say I'm not listening. Well, you can create like an alter ego. So we do this in immersion where we actually draw Helga. And that's actually really fun and insightful because women start to realize that they actually look like certain people. And that opens the doors for some healing to do, obviously. But when you can kind of see Helga as like this separate entity, it becomes like like you start to take the power and you start to take control. And that can be really, really fun, right? Oh, shut down by not taking care of myself. Yeah, okay. I hear ya. I think that's common for a lot of people. Okay, so before we move on here to the rest of the slides, I want to introduce you to Jillian. So Jillian definitely has lost weight wildly a lifestyle. Her story is really, really inspiring. So let me just play it here. I gotta move my microphone. Okay, let me full screen it. Weight, I had lost about 20 pounds maybe a year before, and I'd kind of been on a plateau and couldn't really get going again. I had energy to take my dog for a walk and that kind of thing, but it wasn't anything like very inspired or, oh gosh, I had some mood swings. Yeah,
She has the best laugh.
I was having a really hard time dealing with stress, and whenever I would get stressed out, I would stop taking care of myself. It had a big impact on my marriage in terms of I would just kind of come home and watch TV and have a glass of wine and try to veg out and go to bed and not really want to interact or engage. I really did a lot of avoidance, not wanting to deal with things that upset me. I just kind of would hide out. I think I liked the idea of a lifestyle change rather than a diet. I've eaten well in the past, in spurts, and I wanted some more consistency. That was a big part of it. And the same thing with exercise, too. It seems like I could exercise for a couple months, but I could never keep it up all year long. And I also really liked the mental mindset idea of this, because it's always seemed kind of obvious on other diets that I've been on that they're not really addressing the issue, that there's a missing piece, and it seemed like the program offered that missing piece. Well, I'd never done an online program before, and I didn't really understand how that would work, and I also didn't really feel like I would be able to stick with it because it's not in person, but that's worked out pretty well, actually. Yeah. I didn't realize how much my limiting beliefs were impacting my life. And that was pretty quickly. And, I've got to say, in the 21-day challenge, what I really liked right away is that, I can do something for 5 minutes a day and it can impact the rest of my entire day. Mm-hmm. If I just spend 5 or 10 minutes just taking care of myself. Mm-hmm. It makes life a lot more enjoyable. And so I think I realized that I didn't have to be all or nothing about my life. Relationships. This has really had a big impact on my marriage, I feel like. Like, my husband and I have gotten so much closer. And it's because I've learned how to be vulnerable and how to put myself out there and just say, hey, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I need. And I'm just putting it out there, and you can do what you want with it. This is what I'm doing. Physically, I haven't lost a ton of pounds, but I have lost a ton of sizes in my jeans, which I'm really happy about. I think I've gone down 5 sizes. I understand my bounce back muscle and what to do. And if I'm in kind of a slump, it's not devastating to me. I know there are things that I can do right now to take care of myself, and that I'll feel better. I love the coaching calls. They're my favorite. I like to have that one-on-one time to celebrate, to say what I've done right. Oh, and I love the brags. I love bragging Mondays. Yeah, I like the coaching calls where I can say what I'm doing right, and I also like that I can just say, hey, I'm in a slump, or I need help tweaking this part of my life or whatever. And I like that it's about diet and exercise, but I also like that it's about other problems in life too. It doesn't have to be like
only nutrition and only exercise. Oh, this is so different than Weight Watchers. I've done Weight Watchers off and on since I was like 20. And, oh my gosh, I've never done Weight Watchers a single time where I actually did count my points consistently. Because oh God, I'm an accountant. The last thing I want to do is come home and count points. Those programs work and everything, but I think there's a lot to be said for putting good quality food in your body and exercising in a way that is fun and enjoyable. And, we all know when we're little kids how to take care of ourselves. And it seems like somewhere along the way, I just got off track. And it's really refreshing to be able to just kind of ask my body, what do you need right now? And to be able to hear what she says.
Yeah, absolutely.
I tell them to go for it. It's fun, and it teaches you like really good skills that are important in terms of taking care of yourself. And like if you have kids or something, these are things I wish all kids know.
Oh, she is so great. I love her. So Jilly definitely lost weight while the Alive style, for sure. And so I just wanted to kind of highlight her success. And I still keep in touch with her, and she, oops, hold on, something's happening. It's starting.
Like when I saw the sort of 6 month.
Oh, another testimonial video. And I still keep in touch with her, and she has kept the weight off. Like, things ebb and flow, for sure, but she knows how to manage those ebbs and those flows. And she has the tools to kind of move through it. And so when we prove to your subconscious and to your limiting beliefs that it is possible to lose weight in a state of ease and joy, that's great. And that's like, this is really great evidence to start shifting those beliefs that it needs to be hard, because you've probably had years of this being hard. So we need to start proving to the ideal belief that this really is possible, and focusing on success stories, which I post a success story every Sunday in the group, more to just help you really shift that mindset that it can be easy, because that's how women have experienced weight loss with me as their coach. So that's what I really wanted to highlight, is like, more than anything, take it and say, if she can do it, I can do it. It is possible. Don't fall for all the Facebook before and after pictures. Like, it's so hard because all of your friends are posting pictures of like these shake challenges they're doing and things, but it doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't. Okay, so why is this stuff so hard to make it really stick? So this is also on your worksheet. We're gonna talk about, oh no, not this part, but hopefully you're filling out your worksheet and you're posting your light bulb moments. So why it's so hard is because it requires a hell of a lot of self-love. It requires you to ask your boss for the raise that you've deserved for years. It requires you to say no to everyone you say yes to, so you can start saying yes to yourself. It requires you to put yourself out there and really go for your dreams. At the bottom line of this all is, if we can get this weight stuff handled, could you imagine where all that energy that you were putting on your weight, where you can now put it, and the things that you can accomplish? Woo! Like, you are going places if we can put this to rest, right? And it requires you to get uncomfortable, which is good, feeling the belly butterflies, as we talk about in the program a lot. And all of this is really hard to do when you don't think you're worthy of those things because of how you look. We are bombarded every day by media, by our culture, by our parents, that life is so much better when we are thin. But here's the truth, and the thing that I really, really want you to hear today is, you do not need to be a certain size to be happy. You do not need to be a certain size to be happy. You just need the courage and the self-love so you can start living life today the way that you want it. And that may that may mean pissing some people off, but that's okay. Like, they'll get over it. You've got to start living for yourself and not for everybody else or for your job or for whomever or whatever you're living your life for. This is about you. Okay, so here's the worksheet. Here's the 4 key factors on making this stuff stick. So I have figured this out from myself and many of my clients who have graduated my programs that are now living this lifestyle successfully. Okay, so number 1, step-by-step training and education on how to rewire your mind so you don't fall into old, unhealthy habits. Okay, I'm going to say that one more time. Number 1, step-by-step training and education on how to rewire your mind so you don't fall into old, unhealthy habits. Okay, so in the immersion program, obviously we'll be talking about this. Mindset is a huge, huge passion of mine, for sure, because I was a personal trainer for a long time, and the whole reason why I got out of that field is because I realized it's a mindset issue more than anything. But there's really great books and education and tools out there that you can educate yourself on. A really great book is Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. This is all about rewiring your mind. It's really cool, fascinating, love it. Okay, number 2. Incubation time between sessions. Incubation time, I think I'm saying that word wrong. Incubation time? Okay. You know what I'm trying to say. I want to say inky. Oh, okay, I'm starting to get a little delirious. Incubation time. There we go. I'm really throwing myself off. In between sessions. Okay, so this is why those 10, 5, 15, 30-day programs don't stick, is you need ongoing information and time to implement those to really make it a habit. So with your Wildly Alive weight loss plan, which is what's going to be on the second sheet of your paper, is I am getting slap happy. Is you're setting one goal around those 4 topics. Now, in the immersion program, we actually just focus on one of those topics a week. And so that's nice because it really gives you time to really implement and let that goal really sink into your lifestyle. So if that's how you like to create your own plan, then that's what I would suggest. Your mind's probably going to say, no, you need to do all 4. But I'm going to tell you as a coach that just focusing on one is good enough because that gives you that incubation time to really, really let it sink in, right? So you need that time to really make it a habit. This is going to take some time, guys, and I know you want to have lost weight yesterday, but this takes some time. Think about how long you have been struggling with your weight. You can't solve all those problems in 30 days. Sorry. It's going to take some time. You got to be okay with that. You have to really say, either I do another 30-day program and I hate myself through it, and the odds of me gaining the weight back are like 80%, or I take 3, 6, 9, 12 months to really focus on taking care of myself and dropping some weight and keep it off for the rest of my life. What would you rather do? Would you rather stay in that cycle, or would you rather just commit to a year and say, I'm going to do this in a year and I'm going to really change my lifestyle, right? Number 3, the ability to ask questions and get on-the-spot coaching or mentoring. So I know for me, when I'm learning a new skill set, I love to be able to talk to someone who's been there and done that. Why reinvent the wheel when there are people out there who have found success in what you are trying to achieve? So again, like coaching, obviously, I'm a coach, or find a mentor, find somebody who has done this, someone you can talk to on a regular basis and ask questions and get some motivation and accountability from. This is really imperative to really make this stuff stick and so you can follow through. Number 4, group synergy with a community of like-minded women. This is the beautiful thing. You have the Wildly Alive Weight Loss Playground. But also with the immersion program, there is a separate private Facebook group for everybody who's really committed full-heartedly, their skin in the game, I want to live this lifestyle. So it's definitely a step up from the playground. If you think the playground is good, you'll definitely like our sisterhood for sure. So especially when it comes to this type of lifestyle, having people to connect with who are on the same path is so imperative. So much with this lifestyle, because you're going to go on Facebook and you're going to see all kinds of friends who are doing diets. So if you have a sisterhood that you can lean on who are on the same path, you're going to stay on that path and you're not going to be tempted by those cleanses or diets that everyone is doing, right? You don't want to be sucked into those crazy diets or exercise programs, right? So having that group synergy is so important. I'm glad you like my laugh. It's giggly. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. I can't get over feeling bad if I want to say no to people. So there's a really, really great blog that I did. Alaya, I think. Sorry if I got your name wrong. Go to wildlyaliveweightloss.com/ I think it's pleaser. I did a really great blog on people pleasing. That would be good for you. So Sarah says, yes, if you could get rid of all this weight stuff, what would you do with all that energy? Yes. Perfect. Love the light bulb moments. Okay, so this is Diana. I just wanted to highlight her really quick because she was in her late 40s. She was really, really stuck, totally addicted to coffee, not good self-care patterns at all when we first started working together. And we started these baby steps, just these baby steps of really shifting her lifestyle and taking these little steps forward. And she ended up doing a half marathon, which she never thought in a million years that she would do a half marathon. She did a half marathon. She really feels like her sleep and her mood is totally shifted. Obviously, she lost weight, and I still keep in touch with Diana. I absolutely love her as a client, and she is now teaching yoga. Like, she's a lawyer, you know, she's like, like, for me, I was like, Diana, we have got to shut off your mind. Like, everything was like, calorie, like, she was way into Weight Watchers. Like, I would come over and she'd have notebooks full of points. And so I had to really get her to get out of her head and into her body, and she's now teaching yoga. Like, this is amazing. She's such a great success story. Like, she's all about the Zen now. I mean, she lives such a different lifestyle than when we started working together. And I'm not taking full credit. Obviously, she's the one who did all the work, but it's just amazing. Like, her story is just absolutely incredible. The person, I mean, she stressed me out sometimes working with her because she was just like, and I was like, oh my gosh. All the time. I was like, breathe. And, you know, she's a yoga teacher now. It's so amazing. Okay, keep posting those light bulb moments. If you have not posted a light bulb moment, please do that. Yeah, so Elizabeth says you had to block some things in your feed, like people who are doing diets or what? Okay, so let's talk about my new high-end coaching program, Immersion, and just kind of give you a rundown on what this is. I'm not planning on spending a ton of time here, but I just want to let you guys know what it's about. This is not like some salesy whatever you might think it is. I'm not here to throw anything sleazy or, you know, salesy to you. I'm just going to be raw and honest about what this is and why I created it. So this is an immersive online group coaching program, including instant, this is the biggest thing, instant on-the-spot coaching during moments where you are knee-deep in self-sabotage. Meaning, you can reach out to me in that moment for support. This is about connection. You and me. This is just like having a one-on-one, like getting all of the benefits of one-on-one, but not with the huge price tag of it. So you get, everything's totally customized. We talk a lot. You get a ton of accountability, but you aren't paying the huge one-on-one costs that my one-on-one clients are paying for. And so just to give you a little idea of why I decided to create this program is So I've had other group programs that are kind of similar to this, like the Wildly Alive weight loss program. And the truth is that a few months ago, there was a woman who graduated that program, and I didn't even know who she was. And that pissed me off. Like, I was not happy because I did not create any program to just let you go through it and me not be a part of it. I am a coach. I love to coach, and I am a connector. I love to connect. And seeing that woman's name and seeing that she had been in my program for 3 months and I had never talked to her, which there's ways to talk to me, and I offer some free coaching within the program, and she didn't take me up on any of that. I never got an email from her. I never got anything. I was like, I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done with the self-study courses. I've had many self-study courses, like DIY courses. I'm done with all of that. I feel like our society is losing human connection, and I'm suffering for sure, and I know other people are suffering as well. And so I just decided to throw everything out the door, what all the business people say about leverage and about profit margins and about automation and about passive income. And I said, I'm going to create a program that is exactly the way that I want to create it. And that means connecting with my ladies on a daily basis. Like real human talking and connecting. And that's how the immersion program has became what it is. So here's a little breakdown of everything that you get. So weekly live classes with me. So the classes are going to be this very similar setup that we're here now, where there's slides and there's me in the corner, and we're going through classes based on those 4 pillars. So every week we will rotate those 4 pillars. That's why if you're going to just do this on your own, I would highly suggest you focus on one of those pillars a week. Even though the plan says 4, I would rather you just focus on one, ideally, because that's how we do it in the program, because that's what I have found is the most successful, and where you can really focus in on one area of your life for a week to really make big strides there. So we have live classes, we're chatting like this, and if you can't make it, of course, there is always the recording, but it's live and you and me right there. And the old version was pre-recorded videos. Done with that. I am done with that. I want more connection, and I want it just to be live. Like, everything about this program is totally live. Like, automated, out the door. I'm done with automation. Even though my mind works really well in systems, I'm a very methodical person. It's not really what my soul is lined up with and what my heart is lined up with. I love live connection and talking to you guys. And if you've been following me for a while, I started doing the coaching calls instead of the pre-recorded blogs. Everything was starting to shift to create more connection. And I think there are so many online programs now that are all about self-study and DIY that people buy them with good intentions, and people create them with good intentions, don't get me wrong, but where they miss the mark is that human connection and that accountability and that personal touch. And so that's what this is really about. So you get awakening activities, which are it's like homework, but I don't like to call it homework. So you'll get awakening activities, and you'll get a weekly checklist that will guide you through each week. I'm really super organized, and really weight loss is about being organized. So you get a checklist with everything you need to accomplish that week. If you're anything like me, you like checking things off. Group coaching calls with me. So then after classes, we open up the lines and we start chatting on the phone. And you can also actually come to the live classes via phone as well, just like you could. Oh yeah, I forgot that there might be people on the call. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I cannot believe I forgot that. Let me just go over and see if there's anybody on the lines right now. I am sick, guys. I am a little sick. So let me just see if anybody, I am so sorry if you were on the lines. I haven't even said hi to you. Okay, nobody called in. Everybody came here. Okay, great. I would have felt really bad. Definitely left some people out. So you have Wildly Alive workout videos. Now those are pre-recorded. Okay, we don't do those live together. With me, which are really fun, again, and it involve good feelings, not like, I want you to focus on how round your butt is going to be when you're doing this. Like, it is not based on that. It is based on fun. It's not based on body manipulation and like, it's just an object that you manipulate. I was doing a workout video on YouTube the other day, and he just kept on saying, focus on that bikini body. And I was like, dude, you have got it all wrong. Stop video. You are feeding into the problem. This is not about my bikini body. This is about self-love. This is about making me feel good. So in the workout videos, we do like affirmations and stuff like that, which is fun. The call didn't work for you. Oh, that's not good. Sorry about that, Karen. That's weird. Private Facebook group, again, like these are women who have committed. There's more skin in the game. They are really, really about the wildly alive lifestyle, which is a really, really fun place to hang out. Unlimited text message support. So this is a big, big thing in the program, is we really get to have on-the-spot coaching. So if you are feeling the urge to down that leftover cake, you can text me in that moment, and we can start working through exactly what's going on and what you're really trying to shift, and what you're really looking at the cake for. And together we'll slowly unravel really what's going on and why you're craving the cake. So you will have literally unlimited access to me. Now, of course, I'm going to have some boundaries, like don't think that I'm like going to be, midnight or whatever, or like Sunday night, but I'm going to be there for you, and we're going to work through those issues within 24 hours, because that is where the magic happens. Because before, it was like, if a client would come to me with an obstacle, I was like, great, okay, let's schedule a call. And sometimes the call wouldn't be for a week. And yeah, like a call is better than no call, but I feel like where we can really make the shift is when the emotions are really high and within that really close time frame of when it's going on. And so that's when the text message and voice memo, I'm a big voice memo person, I'm a talker, like I'm not a big texter. You'll get lots of voice memos and things like that. So surprise motivational text messages from me. So lots of accountability here. If I haven't heard from you in a while, you're going to get something on your phone from me, if it's a voice memo or a text message, to see how you're achieving your goals. Okay? So and of course we're going to be goal setting every week. That's what your weekly checklist is about. And I really wanted to highlight the with me, because this is a coaching program. And you and I are connected a lot during this. Amy. Bikini body sounds like Helga, if you're older than 20. Yeah. I hate the bikini body talk, for sure. Makes me crazy. Okay, so you get all the benefits of working with me one-on-one, but a fraction of the cost. So it's completely customized, you get loads of support, but you also have group support and community, which is so great, personal accountability, and you have me in your back pocket. That's what's so cool. I actually work with my coach on this very similar level, and I love that she is in my back pocket. I love that when I have a fear coming up, or I'm scared about something, about putting myself out there, about something that I'm kind of grappling with, I can just pick up my phone, send her a little voice memo, and that we're going to be working through that really soon. I love it. Or, I actually sent her a voice memo a few days ago about celebrating something. I was like, hey, guess what? This happened. I was really excited and so proud of myself. And we had a little celebratory text, convo back and forth. And that was really good, because it's really good to also focus on what you're doing right. For sure. Bragging Mondays. Okay, so who is this for? This is for women who are open and willing to try something new, because I know that this is totally different than anything else out there. I mean, I created this program for me. I've struggled, you've struggled, and the thing is, we're probably more alike than you think. And if I could have any program, this is exactly how it would be. This is for women who crave more fun. Of course, we're going to be having a lot of fun in the process. We focus on fun in every single class. I always try to get you to think of how can you have more fun and pleasure in this experience and in this process, because if it feels good, you keep doing it. If it doesn't feel good, then you'll quit. So we always come back to fun. This is for women who believe that weight loss is possible for them. Okay, there has to at least be that belief that it really is possible. Even though Helga can come in and say, you've been trying to lose weight for X amount of years, what do you think this is going to be all that different? This is a lot different than any other program out there. But you have to believe, there has to be some belief there that weight loss is possible, because if there's not, then you won't lose weight. That's how powerful your mind is. Women who are really committed to making this happen, even when there are slip-ups. So Jilly even said it. I've learned how to bounce myself back. She mentioned the bounce back muscle, which is something you'll learn about. Kind of makes sense, bounce back muscle. Learning how to bounce back from those slip-ups. And when you slip up, it's not completely devastating, throwing in the towel, all or nothing. Okay? You have to be willing to really make this happen. There are going to be slip-ups. You are going to have days when you binge, when a week where you don't work out. Like, that is going to happen. This is not going to be perfect. And that's why with this month, our focus is on perfectionism, is because I want you to see that perfectionism is holding you back more than anything. Mindset issue, hello. And slip-ups are going to happen, and that's okay. That's a part of the process. And also, like, if you guys haven't signed up, I'm doing free group coaching right now. And I've been posting it. I've been sending you an email every week with a challenge in it with this group coaching. And so if you want to experience coaching in your back pocket, then you should sign up for these bonus text messages for the month of October. That's what I wanted you to really experience. So I've been sending group messages about perfectionism and how it's holding you back, and how baby steps really count, and that all or nothing mentality is something you'll be stuck in for the rest of your life if you don't shift through this perfectionism. I use Facebook Messenger but don't have text messaging on my phone. Will that work? Yeah, we can definitely talk, Suzanne, for sure. Okay. And this is for women who are ready to put the body stuff to rest so they can really make a difference. I alluded to this before. Like, you have so much to offer. All of you have so much to offer. And women are making a huge impact on the planet right now. But all of this drama and energy and stress that you are focused on your weight is pulling you away from all the good that you could be putting out into the world. All the love that you could be putting out into the world. And that's really what this is about, is like, I want to put that stuff to rest. I want to put it down and put it away forever so you can start doing what you really want to do with your life. Really achieving those goals. Okay, so the big question, what is the cost? So it's a 3, 6, 9, or 12 month commitment, okay? So obviously on a monthly range, it gets cheaper, it gets more budget friendly the longer you commit to me. But I understand that, like, committing to a year might feel like way out of the question for you. So that's why we have the 3, 6. Ideally, I work with my clients for a year. That's the ideal. But again, like, I know that can freak some people out because they've never worked with me before. So that's what the 3, 6, and 9 are for, or more like the 3 and 6. And then if you're feeling good, you can continue on. So this is a premium program with lots of attention from me. My clients pay me between about $150 a week, $675 a month. And you'll be paying less than half of that, okay? So on the low end, it's the cost of your daily latte or your monthly prescriptions. And on the high end, it's the cost of your weekly dinner out with your partner or going to lunch with your coworker a few times a week. So the biggest thing I wanted to, drive the point across here, guys, is there are unhealthy things that you're doing in your life that once we start working on your lifestyle, the cost of this program will offset, because you won't be having your daily latte every single day, or your prescription bill is going to start going down once you start taking care of your health. And don't get me wrong, I love going out to dinner, but most people go out to dinner too much, and that's not doing good things for your health. And so as you start to adjust your lifestyle, you start saving money, and it offsets the entire cost of this program. Probably start saving money at that point. So I think the bigger questions here is, what is your health worth to you? What is your confidence worth to you? How would your life be different if you felt confident about your body? What would you be willing to do to make that happen? And how far are you really willing to go? I think those are the bigger questions. Because don't get me wrong, like, I respect people's budgets, and I know that money is a real thing, but I think we really need to take a good look at how we're sabotaging our health with money, honestly, and sabotaging our health by spending money on things that aren't really serving us. And so if you can just swap some of those things out, the cost is going to be a no-brainer. So, okay. Yay, I want in. Okay, yeah, Karen, we can talk. So, here's the deal. You cannot sign up here today. It is by application only. And I really want to just take a moment and really talk about this, because I think some of you could be thinking, oh gosh, this is just going to be a hardcore sales call. Well, if you know anything about me, I'm not into hardcore sales at all. But the real truth of it is I need to know that you're willing to get on the phone with me, first and foremost, because this is not a DIY program. This is not a self-study program. This is not an automated program. This is a program with you and me. And so by you filling out the application and getting on the phone with me is saying that, yes, I'm willing to talk to you, even though I might be a little scared, which you have nothing to be scared about. Like, it's just me. I'm nothing special. I'm not any more special than you. Like, we're the same here. And that proves to me that you would be willing to reach out to me when you are struggling. And like, we start to automatically start opening up those lines of communication. Also, I long live the days where this is just about getting as many freaking signups as I can possibly muster. I'm done with that. I will admit that I have operated under that idea for a long time, but I'm over it. I'm over it. I do not want people just signing up for this program thinking if they pay the money, their life is going to change. I want people who are really, really committed. I want people who are on board. I want to make each sign up really count. I want each sign up to be a connection with my heart and with my soul, and really make sure that it's a good fit. It's not automated. This is not about just getting as many freaking signups as possible. This is about heart-to-heart connection. That's what this is about. So that's why it's by application only, is that I just really want to make sure that we're a good fit. And, you know, if getting on the phone with me freaks you out, like you can't even get to it, then that's a really good opportunity to say, let's wait. You know, let's wait until you feel good doing that. And even like when we're on the phone and we're talking, I'm not going to be afraid to say, like, maybe we should hold off for a little bit if that's what my gut is telling me. Again, like, I just really want to make sure that this is a good fit. It's going to be a small group, okay? It's going to be a really intimate group. So it's just a real great process of you and I talking and making sure that it's a good fit. Okay, so some fears and questions that might be coming up. Will this work for me? Will I follow through? How am I going to make this stuff stick? So if you've been in the Wildly Alive community for a while, you know that this is different. And I think the question of will it work for me comes from the idea that I've been trying to lose weight forever and I've tried so many different things. How is this going to work for me? And you really can't compare this program to other diets and exercise programs because it's nothing like it. So it can absolutely work for you, for sure. You know, it's just about like 100% you, 100% me. This is about us connecting. Will I follow through? So there is a ton of accountability here, for sure. I am going to be, if I haven't heard from you in a week, I have something set up where I will be reaching out to you and seeing how you're doing. The follow through will definitely be there because the accountability is there. Now, I will say that I am not willing to drag anybody through this program. I refuse to drag anybody through this program. I will be there for you. I will be accountable. I will keep you accountable. And I will reach out to you, but I'm not going to drag you through. This is like 100% you, 100% me. How am I going to make this stuff stick? So this is a lifestyle change. And as you can see through this whole workshop is like we're really, really changing those 4 key pillars of foundational success so you continue to keep the weight off. And that's really something I pride myself on is once women lose the weight with me, they keep it off. Yeah, our body is always evolving, guys. And there will be times in our life when we gain a little weight and we lose a little weight and we gain and things are changing, but that's life. To think that you're going to be the size when you were 20 or 30 years old your whole life, let's be honest. Like, you've got to learn how to be realistic and accept your body as she changes. I'm not saying that you're going to continue to gain weight, but your body will change. And it's not about like just trying to look like you're 30 years old all the time. And you really have to accept that. And that's really what it's about. And then once something happens and you start to gain weight, you have all the tools to get yourself back. Because it will happen. Like the holidays come and things get a little crazy and you won't go back to that dieting mindset. You'll just be like, okay, I need to focus back onto self-love and all the things that I learned with Nicole. So it will absolutely stick, but there will be ebbs and flows. And it's not going to be a complete drama. If you gain a few pounds, you'll be able to get yourself back. Okay, so I want you to imagine what life would look like if this pain, shame, and struggle disappeared. Because this is really what I would love for all of you to feel. If you decide to work with me or not, like even just taking your Wildly Alive plan, is I want you to feel confident. I want you to feel authentic, meaning knowing who you really are and being her all the time, not holding back, not shielding yourself. Lighting up a room, feeling courageous and powerful, able to receive. Hello, able to receive. Oh my gosh, I have really been trying to practice that one this year for sure. Able to receive. Self-assured, magnetic. When you're in a good emotional place, people are drawn to you. They like want to be your friend. They want to hang out with you because you're just like, you have this glow about you. You're grounded into who you are. You're not up all into your head. You're in your body and you're in the moment. You're trusting. You trust your path. You trust that when you're going through a hard time, that there's a lesson in here for you and you stay optimistic. You feel wise. You're connected to that wisdom inside of you. You're a loving leader. You're self-aware, and more than anything, you love yourself. That's the bottom of the line. I want you to love yourself for sure. Okay, so if you would like to apply, go to wildlyaliveweightloss.com/coachme. Okay, and I'll put the link. So I'm gonna close this down. I'll put the link in the comments right now, and I just want to see how you guys are doing. So let me bring this back up, and I will put that link in there. wildlyaliveweightloss.com/coachme, all one word. I did not stick to my hour. I am sorry, guys. But, you know, it happens. It happens. Okay, here we go. I will post it. Okay, so yeah, that's where you go to apply and fill out the application, and yeah, we can just talk. Like, even if you're like wondering and questioning at all if this is a good move for you, like, let's just get on the phone and talk about it. And again, like, if it's not a good move for you, it's not a good move for you. I want people in this program who feel really good about coming in. I'm not going to sit here and try to convince you to come in at all. I'm going to tell you about the program and address any sort of fears, obviously, that you have coming up. But more than anything, like, I just want to, like, let's just feel out and see if it's a good move for you, more than anything. So, okay, let me look at the comments here, see how you guys are doing. You all might be filling out your application right now. They didn't call me for work. Yes, Talia, use your coaching time for sure. I know self-care techniques, but I need the support of a group of like-minded women to get into the habit and stay accountable. Yes. Okay. Okay, I think I got, did I miss the cost? Is there a deadline to apply? So I gave ranges. So the cost ranges, okay, because there's a 3, 6, 9, and 12 month commitment. And so I'll just go over this again. So at the low end, it's the cost of your daily latte or your monthly prescriptions, okay? And at the high end, the cost is of your weekly dinner out with your partner or going out to lunch with coworkers a few times a week. So again, I'm just trying to really make it clear that that there are things in your budget that you are currently spending that is actually causing you to not live the healthy lifestyle that you desire. And by just switching out some of those things, it replaces the cost of the program. Okay, so we get into all of the numbers and stuff when we talk on the phone, okay? And is there a deadline to apply? Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I forgot to say this. So this is a small group, and there's only 10 spots left. So I mean, I guess there's a deadline. I mean, there's no time deadline of like this is when the doors close. It's going to be when the spots fill up. And I actually opened up the doors to current and past clients over the last 2 weeks, and so it's already at 50% capacity. So so it's only, yeah, there's only 10 spots left, and so it really is first come, first serve. So ideally, you apply sooner than later, because after that, we'll start a wait list, is the plan. So we'll start a wait list, and then after we kind of get into the groove and things like that, I'll go and check into the wait list and start bringing people over in from the wait list. But, you know, this is a beta program. So, oh yeah, that's the other thing, is like you get 30% off. Because this is a beta course, okay? Beta course means you're basically my guinea pigs. So, you know, we'll have some tech glitches, and there will be things that we try that work and that don't work, and I'm going to be asking for your guys' feedback. So I'm kind of just taking a big chunk off the top, so you guys can give me your feedback, and there's some grace as we kind of go through some little speed bumps, because this program is completely live. I mean, there's not anything automated. Well, there's a little, like, you go through this orientation process the first 10 days, but it's completely live. So that's petrifying to me in one case, because I'm very like that, but it's also very exciting. So there's going to be a little bit of grace there. So I'm giving you 30% off as the beta round. So there's only 10 spots for the beta round. So I would apply sooner than later. I think that would just be smart. Okay, do you guys have any other questions? Okay, nobody requested the group. Okay, I'll play with my mushy mind before I go to bed. Oh yeah, we talked about you going to sleep and not staying up. Sorry, I'm keeping you up so late. Elizabeth, wow, I love the one-on-one time with you and can't believe someone went through the whole thing without it. Yeah, you would be surprised how many people do not take me up on my one-on-one calls. Like, and that bothered me, really bothered me. I mean, not that I was like, feeling like I'm not worthy, or, you know, like they don't value my time, but like that's not what I designed the program for. I designed the program for coaching, and that's why I created this new version, is because I really want to make it clear that, you know, we really need to shift that, and that really can't happen. Is there a major difference in taking the shorter or the longer period? I mean, again, like ideally I work with my clients between 9 and 12 months. That's really where I see the biggest shifts, and what I notice, like personal training, and now that I've been doing this for so long, that's where women most often lose the weight and keep it off. but I also know that that time commitment might scare the crap out of you, some of you. So that's why I offer the 3 and 6 month options. But if you join the 3, you can continue on the 6 or the 9, but I will tell you that the longer commitment you make to me, the more budget friendly it is, right? The bigger the discount, basically. Okay, Melissa's filling out her app. Okay, great. Do you guys have any last questions as we start to kind of close up here? The lag time. There's like probably like a 30-second lag time. I'm actually feeling pretty good for having the flu right now. I mean, a little achy in my neck. Okay, thanks. I'm going to apply. Okay, great. Where do we go on your website to apply? Okay, so Karen, there's a pinned comment at the top of this video, like right underneath me, that is the link. So it's wildlyaliveweightloss.com/coachme. Okay, Suzanne says, I'm totally quiet, private introvert. I know this won't work as just the thought of these calls scared me. Love all the information to start changing my lifestyle now. Slowly, I will do that. Okay. I totally get that. Actually, there was a woman who signed up today who said, like, she's a very deep introvert. So she said the group aspect definitely scares her, but she feels comfortable reaching out to me and talking to me. So I think that's good for you to just kind of like explore and like maybe just hang out with me more, like in this playground group, and like get to know me more, and we can kind of build our friendship that way, and then you could start to feel the confidence of talking to me, right? And that's, again, like why the application process is there, is I just really want to be able to talk with you guys, because we're really going to set that baseline and that groundwork of like, we are talking often, because I am a coach and I'm here to help you. Okay, guys, well, I love you all, and if you don't apply or don't sign up, like, that's okay. I'm totally okay with that. I obviously want this to be a good move for you, and Suzanne figured out that it's not a really good fit for her, and that's totally cool. So you can work on it your own. You can, have your plan, put it up on your refrigerator, rewatch this video and set those goals, and just know, and please do not do another diet. Please do not do another quick fix. It's only gonna break down your self-esteem. That's all it's going to do. With each diet that I did, it took a chunk out of my self-esteem. And I did so many that by the end of it, I was just a puddle on the floor. I did not believe in myself at all. I really hated myself. And that's what dieting does to you. It destroys you. And so please, please, if it's not me, find somebody else, find a mentor, use those 4 key factors, Suzanne. So like those like find ways to kind of get that for yourself. And please don't do another diet, anyone. Please, like, this is possible. This is loving. This is the great way to do it. So, oh, you just joined today, Suzanne? Oh, great. Okay, yeah, the more we get to know each other, the more confident you may feel in getting on the phone with me, and then you can apply then, and we can talk then when you're feeling a little bit more confident. So, yeah. Okay, guys, well, I love you all, and thank you so much for being here and staying with me. I know this is, like, way longer than I planned, but I really do appreciate it. So, okay, guys, I love you all. Mwah! Bye.